E fala rapaziada, tudo bem? Muito bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite. Eu não sei o momento que você está assistindo esse vídeo, mas desde já sejam muito bem-vindos ao Sport News, é isso mesmo, seu canal de esporte, seu canal de futebol, o seu canal que traz todas as notícias e todas as novidades do mundo da bola. Pessoal, hoje nós vamos falar de um menino que está arrebentando, já começou a arrebentar lá na Inglaterra, é isso mesmo, eu estou falando do Estevão, ou Estevão, enfim, a mídia da Europa está desesperada com o tamanho e talento desse jogador, né? Esse jogador que saiu do Palmeiras agora nessa janela e chegou e está arrebentando no futebol inglês, né? O último jogo fez gol, saiu como herói do jogo e todo mundo está falando do Estevão. Então nós vamos ver o que, que essa mídia está falando, o que, que essa mídia está trazendo sobre informação do Estevão. E realmente o Estevão está jogando muita bola, rapaziada. Estevão está diferenciado, está merecendo aí. Não jogou na Champions, né? Na verdade ele jogou, mas entrou como reserva, mas está pedindo passagem. E vamos ver o que, que a mídia inglesa está falando. Lembrando, tá, que a mídia inglesa eles são bem chatos com jogadores, mas gostam muito de jogadores brasileiros, então vamos entender um pouquinho melhor.
Let's talk about Estevão, because you started by mentioning him right off the bat. He did get the winner, but it was more than that impressed you.
Yeah, go with this, Daniel. This is a bit of you, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, this guy. I've watched clips of him when he was in Brazil and was really impressed. He's got a huge reputation over there. He's the next one in line to light up the stage, you know.
Os caras tá falando aqui que eles nem acreditam que o cara tava no Brasil, né? Os caras meio que tiram também o nosso futebol. Mas enfim, vamos continuar aqui.
World stage. I think coming in the game today, you could see the confidence he has in one-on-one situations, manipulating the ball. He's got tricks in his artillery, step overs, you name it, he can do it. You see the nice little delicate pass through there. And he's got an eye for goal. That's what I really like about him. Puts in brilliant crosses, as you can see there. But I think overall, he's going to improve as well. He's only just come to England, getting used to the speed, the weather, everything about it. But
eles estão falando aqui também que eles têm certeza que o Estevão vai crescer muito de produção. E realmente, galera, ele acabou de chegar no futebol inglês, joga em todas as posições ali na frente, então eu acho que menos centroavante, mas ali no meio ele joga em todas as funções, então a galera tá falando que ele tem muito para melhorar, né?
This guy has everything that you need as an attacker. You see him working hard to even get back as well, and those are the types of things that get you more minutes at a young age. That the manager can trust you to track back, he can trust you to put yourself in positions at that back post like I talked about. The world's best players are always in those positions, getting those tap-ins. I love this guy's game.
He's had some month. He scored his first goal for Brazil's national team as well, and then obviously to do that one in the Premier League, a winner against the champions. You can see the emotion on his face, and obviously everybody loves Brazilian football, and they've had some of the great number 10s, and he's played.
O comentarista aqui tá falando que ele fez um gol em cima do Liverpool, né? Enfim, um time campeão acostumado com títulos. E deu pra ver na expressão do rosto dele a tamanha satisfação, né? Ele jogou ali, ele tá falando que ele jogou um pouco na função do 10 e tudo mais.
Number 10 a little bit. I'll be interested to see where his development takes him. Does he that number 10? Obviously they've got Cole Palmer in there, or does he maybe end up playing on the right where he can cut in on his left? But you can see that he's got, as Daniel did it perfectly, got great attributes. But what I also liked today, there was a few times when there was like, he had to go and win individual battles, and he did it. And that's what this league will bring, because you have to adjust really quickly. And he's only 18 years of age. It's been an incredible night for him. I can't.
But you must be very happy, Glenn Hoddle.
Yes, I think a win for Chelsea always good in the bank there. But I think overall, I think they just shaded it. I think they deserved to win it in the end. Liverpool were always in the game, as we said, but it was a strange game today. In that second half, it was like whoever was in possession, it felt like they had 11 against 10. And then when Liverpool got possession, it felt like they had 11 against 10. They were everywhere. There was so much space to play in, and in the end, it was Chelsea that got that little bit of a chance, and they created it really well. Liverpool's chances, I felt, were coming off mistakes of Chelsea when they give the ball away and they broke on them. Whereas I think Chelsea sort of carved their chances open. You know, they did it themselves. And, you know, in all, it was for an entertaining game, but both managers wouldn't be particularly happy.
Then Chelsea ended up doing to Liverpool what Liverpool have been doing to other clubs, scoring late. Talk us through the goal from Estevão. It was a great moment for him.
Yeah, it was a fantastic moment for him. And you know what? There's been a couple of crosses today where there's no one been on the back post, but the way he covers it was really good because he waits his time. You know, Cucurella again not being picked up by anyone. You know, I think that he's been left. Once he goes in, look at Estevão now. You know, he's out of sight, and now he's made a real dart to that back post to make sure it doesn't go across there, because that's what you're meant to do. The winger's meant to, when a ball's coming across, that ball should never go across through the back of that play, and he's done well there. Got on the back of Andy Robertson and, you know, got his goal, and he came on and done very well.
If you look at Andy Robertson again here, we're highlighting Salah here. All day he's done that. He's let Cucurella get forward on his own too many times, and in the end they paid the price. But on the back post there, Andy Robertson there hasn't once. He got square on for an experienced fullback. When the ball's down the other side, he's got to have a glance, he's got to have a look, he's got to be aware where Estevão is. Didn't see him whatsoever because he was closed off, he was squared up.
Well, it was tired legs at the end because of the end-to-end nature of the game. But the situation that kept arising on that left-hand side for Liverpool and Salah's lack of tracking, it would be fascinating to sit down with Arne Slot and say, look, how much freedom do you give him to not have to do that? Because at the moment, that system, especially the midfielder behind Salah, is causing Liverpool big problems.
And you know the thing as well with that team, and what will happen is that the boys will know, the players themselves will know that, listen, Gaff, at some stage you're going to have a word with him because we're getting dragged all over the place, you know. And if he's not going to come back and help us, it's going to cause us problems, especially away from home.
And tonight, he absolutely delivered in every stretch of the imagination. Box number 5, Estêvão Willian. I absolutely love this guy.
Os caras tá falando que já amam o Estevão, rapaziada. O cara fez um gol ali em clássico e torcida inglesa é isso. Os caras já amam o cara de paixão. Vai fazer uma estátua do Estevão já.
Man, Estevão is the real flipping deal. Start him every single week. Play him every single game. To score a winner against Liverpool in the 96th minute, don't tell me you're watching this video as a Chelsea fan and you are just not like, I can't wait for the end of this international break. I can't wait to see us go to Forest in the early kickoff on the 18th of October. I cannot wait. And there are certain footballers and certain moments and certain times that get you that excited. This kid has got me excited from the moment I saw him score a goal against us for Palmeiras in the Club World Cup. Now he's a Blue. Now he's a Chelsea player. And I've been excited every time I see him on the pitch. When I see him at West Ham.
11 Labs proudly introduces Studio 3.0.
I'm like, oh, you deserve a goal. When I see him get an assist, I'm like, yes, this is the guy. When I see Palmer taken out of the team, I'm like, this is the guy. He can make something happen. And there is nothing like scoring a winner against Liverpool. To score your first Premier League goal, this kid is it. He is it. He's everything. He's brilliant. I love him. I adore him. Estêvão Willian, what a man, what a player. What a goal, what a moment. Chelsea have beaten Liverpool. Box number...
O grande X da questão é como o Maresca pensa colocar o Estevão, né? Porque ele joga mais ou menos ali na mesma função do Palmer, né? Então, o que a galera lá de fora tá falando é como que o Maresca vai encaixar esses dois jogadores, né? Lembrando que o Estevão não tem muita pegada de marcação e muito menos o Palmer, né? Então, tem essa dificuldade aí pro Maresca arrumar o time.
6, Enzo Maresca, very bold today, very bold. And listen, red card, no red card. Get sent off because you're celebrating wins. Get sent off because it means something. Get sent off because you cannot contain your excitement, your happiness, your adulation, your adoration for your team. All of his decisions tonight were brilliant. Everything about it, superb.
How do you get them both in the team? If you can get them both in the team,
probably shoehorns Palmer in the 10 though.
I think there's a world where they both play.
Okay, I think Palmer's good, okay in the 10, but he's a better player coming.
But that is what he's going to do, though, most likely.
Yeah, I think
I like Palmer in the 10. I think Palmer's great in the 10. I play Palmer in the 10, Neto on the right. I put Estevão on the left and put João Pedro.
He is, but if you think about some of...
O pessoal tá falando aqui. O pessoal tá falando aqui que dá pra jogar com os dois, né? Tem outra ali que falou que prefere o Estevão do que o Palmer, mas não, o Palmer é muito jogador, o cara joga muito. Dá um jeito de colocar os dois pra jogar, né?
Palmer's most impressive performances, like the PSG game, for example, he was starting wide out on the right, cutting in, causing danger.
You know how like Elise drifts with like when he's on the ball. Palmer's got a bit about like that, like getting the ball back to goal and turn. I'm not saying Cole Palmer doesn't have that. I just prefer him when he's got the play in front of him and he can just attack the play. And I just prefer him on the right, and I just think Estevão on the right is really good as well. So I think you've got that issue, but fair play, like I said, to Chelsea.
Yeah, I have to take your hats off to Chelsea today. Cole Palmer, Tosin, Liam Delap, Andre Santos, Levi Colwill, Fofana, Chalobah, all out. And they've gone and beat Liverpool, who a couple of weeks ago, if you'd said that Chelsea were going to beat Liverpool, this version, I know they beat them last season, but they were on the bench, they were on the beach last season. To beat this version, that's a massive, massive win for Chelsea.
Huge.
And a win that they've got to build on. They've got to take this, if they get a few players back, keep that momentum going.
And that, for me, was the difference, because I looked at Liverpool and I was thinking to myself, he's trying to hang on a little bit here. He brings on Endo. Endo lets Cucurella run, and that's where the goal comes from. But character, desire, when you're under pressure, can you get that 3 points? Because I think, as I said, he'd have took 1 point, but he's managed to get 3, and he'll be so happy, Maresca.
And you know what? Down the sides, James, we talked about today, the substitutions Chelsea made, Maresca, he brought on Estevão, he brings on Gittins. They came on and they were lightning. They were down the wings, they were isolating, going one-on-one, taking on defenders, showing themselves. That's what it's all about. You talked about character. You talked about, as an attacker, you come on off the bench, your job is to make something happen. We saw Wirtz run through, does an absolutely fantastic back heel to Salah. That was his moment to potentially say, okay, I can build some momentum now. Now you've got Estevão going in, thinking, all right, I'm kick-starting my Chelsea career here now. I've scored a goal against Liverpool last minute. Those are the moments that, as an attacker, gives you such confidence, especially a new signing or a young player, which both of those two are. So I'm very happy for Estevão. Obviously, it's unfortunate for Wirtz not to get an assist, but what a performance from Estevão when he came on. I was really
18
impressed.
years of that. You were blessed with that left foot, Daniel.
I mean,
he does it differently. I mean, I know it's because it's not a typical type of goal, but they're the ones that get your numbers up. He has got a lovely left foot, wants to come in, always be progressive with his passing as well.
Yeah. The only time where the colours of this room will be blue, it is dedicated to Chelsea. Brilliant. Chelsea's youngsters, let's put it out there. Chelsea's youngsters came on and beat the experience.
Isso foi muito legal, né? Essa frase que esse comentarista, eu sinceramente não conheço, não sei quem é esse youtuber, enfim, tudo mais. Mas a frase que ele usou aqui é muito legal, né? Os jovens do Chelsea entraram e venceram a experiência, no caso, do Liverpool. O Liverpool é um time bem experiente, né? E o Chelsea, velho, só tem molecadas. Mas é só molecada talentosa também, né? Não é nenhum bagre. Você pega lá desde a zaga até o ataque, só moleque e todo mundo joga muito, né?
The champions, Liverpool Football Club, that have spent money. Yeah, they have spent money this year. They were meant to go back to back. Well, how about back to back losses? Hold on! Bro, it would have been an injustice today. It would have been an injustice today for Chelsea to not get 3 points. The stats may fool you. They may say Liverpool had more XG. They may say Liverpool had 12 shots. But you know what? Chelsea had 6 shots on target. They had the more opportunity. They had passes where they mishit. They had opportunities where crosses were coming in and Chelsea were not doing it. But you know what? Estevão! Estevão! The young prodigy. The young...
O cara ficou louco com o Estevão, rapaziada. O cara ficou louco com o Estevão, mano.
Young star. was here today when it mattered the most. You know what? I was worried, man. I was like, yo, winter's approaching. Is Estevão going to be ready for the winter, the cold? You know, you know what I mean? We had a little good start. But I said, yo, Estevão, where are you? Instant impact at the end to get the winner, and Liverpool did not deserve anything, bro. They tried to scam it with Gakpo. They tried to scam. They thought they could go out here with a draw. Salah stinker, McAllister stinker, Konate, I mean not Konate, Van Dijk trying to do aura. Let me do some aura defending, bro. I swear down, bro. You know how much it gives me to see anybody win the league, Arsenal Football Club. And yeah, they're level on points. Well, actually, not level on points anymore. I've got my calculations wrong. They're not level on points anymore. Arsenal are top. Chelsea. I just knew, yeah. I said to myself, yo, they can't go back-to-back losses. 3 losses in a row. Unheard of. This was a big win for Chelsea. Talk about confidence. Talk about morale. Talk about understanding that this moment here versus Liverpool before the international break was the moment to now say, yo, we're not here to play games this season. We're here to win this game. Outstanding second half. Liverpool huffed and puffed. They had their little moments here and there. Cool. But you know what, bro? Chelsea was here. Maresca deserves ultimate credit. The substitutions, everyone raised their eyebrows. Neto off, Garnacho off, Pedro, João Pedro off. But who was the one that came on and impacted the game? Gittins.
Rapaziada, ele tava falando aqui, ele tá elogiando o Maresca e tudo mais, e aí a gente pega o elenco ali do Chelsea. O Chelsea trouxe o Garnacho, que era do Manchester City, moleque. Tem esse Pedro Neto, ele é moleque de tudo também, ainda é novão, né? Tem o Estevão, tem o Palmer, cara, tem muito nego novo. Então, assim, os caras montou um time pra temporada inteira.
What an impact! Estevão, what?
Um time que aguenta a temporada inteira, né? Porque não adianta você ter jogadores experientes se contundindo e tudo mais.
An impact. They came on, fresh energy, fresh legs. They came on with a desire.
É o que ele tá falando, sobre sai um jogador e entra outro com fôlego e tudo mais, moleque, né?
And a determination. Not only to say, you know what, we're not here to play around, we're here to win the game, bro. We're here to win the game. Endeavour, pressing. Bro, that was one of the best Chelsea performances I've seen in a while, bro. Why am I so passionate about this? Because I hate Liverpool. Bro, I would want anyone to win the league, bro. Anyone barring Liverpool, bro. I cannot stand them, bro. And today, yeah, I come into the game thinking, yo, for my brother Matisse, you know what I mean? Grizz Khan with I Told You So. I've got Florian Wirtz. I've got Isak. I've got Ekatike. Where were they today?
Realmente, rapaz, ele não gosta muito do Liverpool, não, né? Ele é bem revoltadinho com o Liverpool e tudo mais. Mas a grande verdade é essa, galera. O Estevão está arrebentando lá na Premier já começou a mostrar o porquê foi contratado e pelos valores que foi contratado. Eu queria que você deixasse seu comentário, né, falando sobre o Estevão. E aí, o que você acha? Vai vingar ou é mais uma ilusão do futebol mundial? Eu, sinceramente, acho que o Estevão vai vingar muito. Tem que ter calma, só tem 18 anos, então daqui 1, 2 temporadas a gente vai ver melhor o Estevão. Agora é só reflexo do que ele vai fazer lá na frente. Então deixa seu comentário aí embaixo, tá bom? Aproveita, siga o canal e tamo junto e bora pro próximo. Toda semana um vídeo novo, hein? Valeu, forte abraço.